Yeah, thinking that it happened overnight. It didn't. In it for the long haul flight. Committed. Wanted me to fail out of spite. I didn't. All bark, but they don't bite. They timid. Thinking that it happened overnight, but it didn't. In it for the long haul flight. I'm committed. Wanted me to fail out of spite, but I didn't. All bark, but they don't bite, cause they timid. Look, hey. I got people trying to wish and pray that I'ma fall about it.
It's a city home to one of the most loyal and passionate fan bases in football. And all the noise they're making is being captured by the Dome here at Ford Field in Detroit. The punter Jack Fox to get this one started. And off we go in Monday Night Prime Time. Fielded at the 7. They crush him right along the 20. That is where their offense is going to take over. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. They'll start this one out with Hall. And he's caught after a gain of about 2. Trent McDuffie getting there for the stop. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Second and 8. Nabbed by Kyle Pitts. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
Coming right is Hall. It looks like we can call it about 4 yards in the end. Trent McDuffie getting there for the stop.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, it's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule, that kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. They pick up 1 on the run. Need more, though. That takes him to 3rd and 5.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Motion man is the tight end here, going left. Now Nick's on 3rd down. Sideline throw reeled in by Neighbors. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And the Broncos will have a 1st down. They've got to like how they've been moving it early here. It's down to the opposing 45-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Nix. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Trent McDuffie getting there for the stop.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Hall running between the tackles. He's pushed straight ahead, and that's maybe a yard at most. Brought down by Quay Walker. They made it to single yard that time. They're going to have to solve 3rd down and 4. Out of the gun, it's Nix. Throwing deep for the end zone. And he'll score. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos finish up an excellent opening series. Garrett Wilson with the touchdown. Lots there to tack on the extra point. And the Broncos will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Here's Lutz set to kick this away. Here comes Williams on the return. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Going play action, May. Bails out of the pocket quick. His first throw is an interception. And the Broncos get the football on the first turnover of the contest. What a call for their first pass of the game. It would have been a big hitter if they completed it, Brock, but just not the right touch on that football, and it ends with an interception.
You could just tell these cover guys, they've been waiting for their first chance to go get some work done in this one. They did their homework, number one. And number two, Kate, as Russell Wilson loves to say, the separation was in the preparation. Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
And he will score. It's a Denver touchdown. The Broncos take a 13-0 lead. Breece Hall with the touchdown. And the kick is good. And we're going to have some extra yardage added to the kickoff on the roughing call. So they tag him for roughing the kicker. And now this kickoff's going to come from the 50. Let's see if they loft it and try to stick him deep. Here's Lutz set to kick this away. And that's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else. So that football coming out to the 30-yard line. They're out and set, 1st and 10. First give on the ground to Jahmyr Gibbs. He gets forward, next about 4 yards. As he's out shyer that time on the tackle.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game. Right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage. B, it sets up your play action. And C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
And he'll get it up to the 44. They get an even 10 on that play. And that'll be 1st down, Detroit.
You know, the elite running backs in this league, they don't just see what's right in front of them. You set up big runs like this because they see what's behind them. That's called extraordinary vision and extra yards.
1st down, and they go right back to him. And he breaks even, but that's it. Brought down at that line of scrimmage. Tackle made by Jaquan Brisker. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10. So we're through one as everyone tries to stay warm on what has been a very cold night. Our score, 14-0. We're back to Ford Field right after this. Back and beginning the 2nd quarter. Lions in possession. They start out 2nd and 10. May now from the gun. That's to the sideline. It's a catch by Williams. And he's out of bounds just short of the 30. And that goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the 1st. Gibbs now from the gun. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
To play running back in this league, well, you've got to have tremendous vision. We saw it twice. Once to find the lane upfield, and then to get to space and break off some extra yards.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And he's going to make it down to the 15-yard line. Offense in the hurry up here.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Here's May. Pass taken in by St. Brown. And that's a huge hit there, but he's still able to power through enough for a 1st and goal. Off the gut they go with Gibbs. And that play is brought to a halt, so they're going to say at the 5-yard line. This This is going to go as a pickup of 4. Second and goal coming up.
Hey, I get it on first and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Now try Gibbs again. And he won't challenge for the goal line. The stop made at the 4. Only a yard on the game there, and now it's going to bring up third and goal from the 4.
Well, you get a little bit closer, but you can feel the pressure starting to mount. Unless you're committed to playing 4 downs here, this becomes a critical third down call.
Here's May, third and goal. And he's going to take this in. Touchdown, Detroit! The Lions start to fight back with their first points of this game. Now it's Jake Bates for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Lions chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Return coming from the 6. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. They'll send him over right. Throwing on 1st down, Nix. Pitts brings it in. We'll have him gain about a handful there. Trent McDuffie getting there for the stop.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
They give on 2nd to Hall. They'll drive it forward, but won't get beyond the line. Lee McNeil in on the tackle. No gain on the play, and it leaves them with 3rd and 5.
These big D tackles in this league, they love weaponizing their size right in the middle of the field. It is so hard to clear lane against him. And once he got his paw on him, it was dead on arrival.
That brings us to the 2-minute warning in the Motor City. The Broncos working here. Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Nix from the gun. Into the hands of Neighbors. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. 16 yards on the play. And that'll be good for a Denver first.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
Nix with it on 1st. Along the sideline, and Pitts brings it in. And he goes out a little short of the 40. That's 16. Now we have a stoppage. No challenges inside of 2 minutes and a half, but the replay official wants to take another look at this on their own. Second and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. From the gun, it's Hall. And he got it real close, but stopped just about a yard or so shy of that 1st down.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
3rd and a lone yard coming up. Shotgun snap to Nix. Complete beyond the marker. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. We have a timeout called by the Broncos. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Nick's looking to throw. He'll get this complete to Pitts. And he'll have a small 4-yard chunk there. Lee McNeil in on the tackle. Working quickly here. Denver calls the second of its 3 timeouts. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. 2nd and 6 coming up here. Nick's off the play action. Flushed out of the pocket. And the Lions get him. Down he goes. Now the Broncos take their 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
For how well they were moving the ball on this possession, surprising. Surprising to see them get caught up now. And even more surprising, Kate, to see them knock so far backwards with a sack. At this point, well, you got to get back on schedule. Maybe even a manageable 4th down if you don't get the first.
Here he is on 3rd and long. Taking a big shot for the end zone. That'll be incomplete, and the clock shows 10 seconds left.
Oh, that is such a bummer. A dropped touchdown right in the end zone. We're going to see how quickly he can flush this one. He better, because they got to make an impact later.
Online, but not enough juice. It's no good. And it stays a 1-possession game at 7 points. 1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. On play action, here's May. First play, he's going for it to the end zone. And oh, he got it! Interception! Picked off by Jaquan Brisker. And the Broncos do not get the return all the way back. That's going to bring us to the end of our first half. We've reached the midway point of this contest. 2 quarters down and an exciting 2 to go. The NFL on EA Sports returns after this. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate, Scott, Brock Ewart with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. Here's Lutz set to kick this away. Here comes Williams on the return. And an excellent return here sets them up almost.
That's exactly the way you want to come out of the locker room to begin the second half. And really, Kate, this 3rd phase of the game, the special teams, you just see the boost and the energy they can give to their team when they deliver a nice return to start this second half.
And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
That's incomplete left side.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive down the field. Those windows and throwing lanes, Kate, they're not open very long. It only takes a little bit for a throw to be thrown off.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. From the gun, it's May. Pass complete to Gibbs. And they make the tackle at the 38. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
First down throw for May. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along the route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
To the air yet again, May. Has a man, Justin Jefferson. And a nice gain here, but it stopped short of the first. Third down, 1 yard to go. In up to Gibbs from the gun. And he's brought down for a loss.
It's after plays like these, Kate, I love to study the body language. What is that offense doing after getting stuffed inside on a run like that? And more importantly, how much does it energize that defense?
Offense staying out there. It's 4th and 1. He'll throw it. And it falls incomplete. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen. One of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge the next time the ball comes his way.
He's corralled after a modest 4-yard gain. Brought down by Jalen Carter.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
Play action with Nix. Into the hands of Pitts. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
You know I love those chunk completions. They're so critical. Those chunk plays, they lead statistically so often to scoring. And then when you get it to a tight end and play action, it's just a little icing on the cake.
Throwing here, Nix. Escapes the pocket. He's keeping it. And he takes a shot near the marker, but it looks like he still has enough for that first down.
You know, before the snap, right before the snap, you may have to take off if the read isn't there. That was a great adjustment made at the perfect time for the first down.
Nix. Catch is made down the right sideline. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a 23-yard pickup on the play. And the Broncos will have a first down. Shotgun snap, a give to Hall. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Even 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5. They go right back to Hall. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
You spring a big gain like that, Kate, on the interior. 9 times out of 10, that O-line decisively won their matchup with the big fellas up front. They got those pads down. They created leverage, and they opened up that running lane.
Out of the gun, it's Nix. Is across the line for the Denver touchdown. The Broncos push their lead further to start the half. Breece Hall with the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. I should know this by now, Brock. I don't know if you're a Broadway guy, but there's a lot of names that belong on the playbill for this lead we've got here. But his name belongs on the marquee as he brings in his second touchdown grab.
Yeah, a bunch of contributors all throughout this roster. No, not a Broadway guy. And with 2 scores now, it's what, a 2-score game?
Yep.
Easy to see he's been one of the key actors throughout.
Appreciate the honesty. Here's Lutz, set to kick this away. Here comes Williams on the return. This return makes it up to the 25. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Throwing is May. Forced out to his right. He takes it himself. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line. A gain of 27 yards there. And that gives the Lions the first.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Operating from the gun, here's May. Makes the grab in bounds, left side. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
1st down from the red zone. Has it down close. And in for the Detroit touchdown. And now the Lions lining up for a very important 2-point try. He's throwing for it. And he'll get into the end zone to make this a 1-score game in the 4th quarter. All right, Brock, they win empty. We all expected a pass was coming, and they do indeed go to the air and connect on that strike for 2.
Yeah, once you empty that backfield, it does certainly, Kate, alert that defense to pass. And then it comes down to disguise. It comes down to timing, especially on a 2-point with everything condensed. Well done by that offense to go get 2.
His return gets him to the 32-yard line before he's taken down. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. They start the drive with Hall. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets them 3.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. A type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Hall gets it again on 2nd down. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Musters up 3 yards on the run. That sets up 3rd and 4. He's back to throw. Pitts brings it in. And that'll be enough for the first as they touch him down.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. A tight end that moves the chains on 3rd down, that's a QB's best friend.
Hall takes it straight ahead. In the middle holes, they don't get anything on the run. No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10. We've reached the 2-minute warning in Detroit. Broncos up by 6. Second and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Here's Hall once more. And they bring him down, but there's a flag on the field. So now, partner, got to reevaluate what to do on this next snap because the holding call pushes him back quite a ways. So now a much tougher task here as they come up on 2nd and 20. Wow, they're going to pass it here. Finds a seam down the middle. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
Setting up to pass. Into the hands of Neighbors. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. Now the Lions calling a timeout. They're first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Only need the length of the football. It's 4th and inches. And the QB keeps it on the sneak. And he will get the first as they touch him down.
You run that sneak there because you know you can rely. Trust with a capital T on the big fellas to do just enough. Get just enough push in the middle so that QB can fall forward. And as we just saw, it's really hard to stop.
On first down, here comes Hall. Into the second level past the 30. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
Even with everything he racked up on that run, you could argue he deserved maybe a little bit more. That call was the perfect one to break for big yards. The only thing that saved the defense from the score was getting that contact to slow him down and eventually, finally, stop him.
Down to a knee, and we're going to see if that defense chooses to expend one of its final 2 timeouts.
They could stop the clock now if they choose. In the final moments of the game, every second counts. If you're going to call a timeout, you want to be right next to that official to signal it in just as that knee goes down.
And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. So the Broncos ride out of here with a win on the road. And it's harder and harder not to mention, Brock, the possibility of an undefeated season as they add another to their total here in the penultimate month of the campaign.
I just touched down in LA, the Spanish, my favorite. This that G, I keep it playing, so I fucked it on. She be in a, she just made a big. I got rolling over, speeding to the money like I'm running from the feds. Posting with my they say yeah. I'm like, whoa, see residuals, watch the money grow. I'm in flow, greatest story told. Watch